I see you found Ruby's bookshelf. You're here with Ruby Sangwe, and today we're going to be reading a book by Michelle Ramirez. It's called Piece by Piece. Down below in the description, you will find a direct link to Amazon to be able to download it through Kindle Unlimited or to purchase it directly. So pause the video. We'll give you a few moments, get the book, and come back to read with us. All right, to get started, for the record, Michelle has gave me permission to be able to read this book as much as I want. So we don't have to worry about that. That's already been sorted. So let's begin can we just talk about how beautiful this cover is? I mean, go and just frolic through a sunflower field, but nobody around here grows that many sunflowers. Either way, I was told this was a heart-filled book that's going to tug at your emotions. Um, you're going to get my honest opinion. I do have an ADHD brain, so there will be parts where I'm going to stop. I will talk about it, and we're going to get right on into Michelle's world. So yeah, hang tight and let's see what we can do. So the book opens up with a quote from the notebook. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at this every day. But I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you forever, every day. You and me every day. Then it has a playlist for us to go back on and listen. Highly recommend, opening your favorite music app. See what Michelle's inspiration, what ties into each chapter. So, chapter one. I moved away from home after graduating high school because I wanted to experience what life was like living in the city. I'd applied to a university in another state in a big city. I was 18 and a freshman in college when I met my now boyfriend, who was a senior at the time. He was what you called the big city type, who had never experienced what country living was like. I missed my home, but what I missed the most was my grandfather. The thing I missed about the farm was bringing in the cattle and horses. Riding dirt bikes and four wheelers were just some of the things I truly missed aside from my grandfather. There was freedom living this country lifestyle. Then I received a call that I really didn't want and from someone I had never wanted to talk to again, saying that my grandfather was in the hospital. At that moment, I knew my mother was in no shape to call me since she had him call me. Why are you packing your clothes, Gracie? Lucas says, coming from the kitchen. We've been dating for nearly 3 years now and decided to move in together just 2 months ago. Lucas works in finance now that he has finished getting his MBA. So him having a work day off during the week is unusual. I looked up at him, forgot he was even here since getting that phone call. I look into his green eyes. Lucas, I have to go back home. It's my grandfather. I see his tears run down my face, barely in a whisper. Panic has run through my body over and over again. Lucas looks at me. I can't go with you right now. I have a meeting in a few hours that is important, but I will try and get down as soon as I can. My heart sinks. It's fine, I say, zipping up my last suitcase before walking out. His work has always come first, so why would this time be any different? I climb into my car. I have a long 13 to 14-hour drive ahead of me, but I don't plan on going the speed limit. I'll have my emergency lights flashing the whole drive. I dare anyone to say something to me. My grandfather helped my mom raise me when my dad left us. I don't even remember my dad, but my grandfather made sure to show me what a love is like from a father figure. My grandfather has salt and pepper hair with the chocolate brown eyes. He's chubby with sun kissed skin. He's always out in the field on the farm. Driving through traffic with my music playing, only stopping for gas when needed. Lucas has called and called, checking on me, but in reality, if he cared so much about me, he would have come with me. Now, through Philadelphia, my mom finally calls. Mommy, I whispered, trying to hold back the tears. Gracie, drive carefully, okay? He's fighting for now, and if it changes, I'll let you know, okay, baby girl? Fighting? What the hell happened? I thought. What happened? Gracie, I'll explain when you get here. Where are you now? I look at the GPS and tell her that I'm now passing into Philadelphia, near the New Jersey Delaware state line. She tells me to slow down before I get pulled over, but I didn't care. I would explain why I was speeding to the officer if I did. We talked for over an hour to keep both our minds occupied, even while I drove. I didn't even ask her why she had him call me, but that's for another time. Right now, I just need to get there. My already 13 to 14-hour drive has now turned into a 15-hour drive due to traffic and stopping for food after promising my mom I would eat. As time passes, I pass through county after county, through state line after state line. The mountains help me to breathe just a little better knowing that I'm almost there. I finally make it to South Carolina with only 5 hours left to get home to Georgia. 5. I pull into a gas station to fill up and grab some food and coffee, also to take a bathroom break. I needed to stretch my legs after doing all that. I'm back on the road. It's crazy how you can smell the salt water when you are still so far away from the ocean. I remember my first time in the water at the beach when my grandfather threw me in. My mother scolded him, but in the end, we couldn't stop laughing. We even went to see Cucumberland Island. That's where my grandfather took my mom as a child. He even explained that this was where his dad took him. He just wanted to keep it in the family. So that's what we did. Music, coffee, and trying to keep my mind in a peaceful state is exhausting. Only 2 hours left. Two. That's what keeps me from my mom and my grandfather. My grandmother died when my mom was little due to a car accident, so I never got to know her, but I did get to see pictures of her throughout the house. My grandfather couldn't bring himself to ever date or get married again because she was the love of his life, according to him. My heart breaks to know that if my grandfather dies, my mom wouldn't have anyone but me left. And I live nearly 15 hours away. Being the only child sucks in a way. I always wished that I had a sibling to play with, but also because now that I live so far away, my mom would at least have someone else to be here with her. 30 minutes left now, and that flies by quickly as I pull up to the hospital. I park my car quickly so I can get out and end up running into my mom at the entrance. Gracie, come on, he's waiting for you. My mom is short and petite with the chocolate brown eyes and brownish blonde hair. Her eyes are swollen and red. She's been crying. I take her into my arms as we walk into the hospital and make our way back to the room that my grandfather is in. I look around at all the people that's waiting, and as they take in our situation and see the looks of sympathy across their faces. As we make it into the room, I see him and a few people we consider family sitting in a little waiting room near my grandfather's room. My mom lets me go. Go ahead, sweetie, he's waiting for you. The way my mom spoke makes my insides freeze. He's fighting for you. He's waiting for you. He's waiting to tell me goodbye. This is it. Tears stings my eyes as I open his room door, seeing only an IV in the machine that is collecting all his vitals. He sees me, but can barely hold a smile as he looks so weak. Gracie, you made it, he says in a hoarse voice. I smile at my grandfather taking his cold hands in mine. Oh no, baby, don't cry for me. Thank you for waiting for me, Grandpa, I say, letting the tears fall. You know I wouldn't leave without saying goodbye to my special girl. I've missed you so much. I cry harder. I've missed you too, Grandpa. I'm sorry I haven't come down sooner. No, you moved away to see what the city held for you. I told you to go. You call every day and sometimes all day long, but this is just a temporary home for me, sweet pea. I get to be with your grandmother again where I belong, but I promise you will see me again one day when it's your time. Promise me you'll keep living life to its fullest. You are such a bright, beautiful young lady, and no matter what, I will always be looking out for you. I love you. Sobbing, I whisper, I love you too, holding him the best I could as he tries to hold me too. The monitor starts beeping loudly, and I know what that means. The nurses come in, the nurses came in with my mother, and I just couldn't even make myself move where I was holding on to him. My body is so weak from the long drive and not knowing what was going on. I can't see through my tears. I don't want to leave just yet. I only got here an hour ago, so I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. Strong arms catch me as I fall down when I try to stand up. The same strong arms pick me up, carry me away from where pieces of my heart, my grandfather lay. I wipe the tears from my eyes and look up to see Austin. He's carrying me while looking down at me as he carries me away from the room. Austin? I say quietly as my throat is hoarse from crying so much. Not now, he reassures me. Close my eyes as I don't want to feel this heartbreak. I already felt something close to it once with what happened with Austin, but this feels like my whole world has come crashing down, and I don't know how to come back from the soul sinking pain. What happened with Austin was one of the many reasons why I chose a college so far away. I had to get away from him. Heartbreak he caused. Aus- Austin has the soft brown hair with beautiful ocean blue eyes that you get lost in, just like I had back then. My mind is moving 1,000 miles an hour as memories from when I was a child having a conversation with my grandfather surrounds me. I'm little again and asking my grandpa about what it was like during the time he was growing up. Oh, sweet pea, are you sure you really want to know, as it will be boring to you? I smiled. Tell me, Grandpa, please. He smiles and begins to tell me how it was like when he grew up and how when he started driving, everything was so cheap. 25 cents a gallon for gas, and so on. We would sit there for hours until my mom made us go eat dinner. I loved hearing about how simple the times were when my grandfather was growing up. My mind shuffles again. I hear my grandfather's last words to me on repeat. Promise me you'll continue living your life to its fullest. I had made that promise when he asked me that, but right now I think it's totally acceptable for me to be completely heartbroken over losing the one true or real true love of my life, my grandfather or my grandpa. Um, I must have passed out when Austin carried me from my grandpa's room because when I opened my eyes, I see my mom laying across the end of my bed in my old room fast asleep. Austin is sitting in the chair that sits in the corner of my room, staring at me. His eyes are clearly red, as well from what I assume was him crying. Without waking up my mom, I whisper to him, Thank you. His eyebrows draw together in confusion as to why I'm thanking him. I'll close my eyes and roll over, going back to sleep. I don't want to be awake right now. I don't want to have to think right. I don't want to do anything but wake up from this horrible nightmare. I want to wake up and be able to go downstairs to see my grandfather sitting at the kitchen table with his cup of coffee. But I know that will never happen again. I just want him back. Why did he have to leave me? How can I continue on with my life when he has a big part of it? I guess that's just a question I will have to figure out on my own now. My grandfather, who was my biggest hero and my very first love, is now my guardian angel. Pieces of my heart are now shattered and gone, just like when Austin broke my heart into pieces before. I've never fully healed from that either. I guess that's why I can't seem to give my whole heart to Lucas either. The next time I open my eyes, I lay there staring at the ceiling. The guilt consumes me for not being here more, makes me hurt all the more. If only I had known that my grandpa had gotten sick with an illness. I believe they said it was congestive heart failure. That would eventually take him away from me. If I had known, I would have come back sooner. I would have been here to help him and create more memories with him. Instead, I was living in the big city completely unaware of what was going on. Gracie, my mom whispers. Hmm? Is all I can manage to say. You need to get a shower and eat. It's been 2 days. 2 days? I've been here in bed for 2 days. I sigh. I don't want to get up. The mention of food does have my stomach rumbling. Okay, I'll be down in a few. I'm going to shower first. I get up, go into my suitcase, pulling out a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt. Yes, in the 90-degree weather, I'm wearing this. I don't plan on leaving the house, so this will be fine to wear. Or at least try not to, because I know Mama is going to try and get me out of this depression. So I can't just lay around and wallow in heartache. I grab my phone and see I have several missed calls from Lucas, but I can't bring myself to talk to him right now. I walk downstairs hearing faint voices. I go into the kitchen and see Austin, my mom, and Lucas sitting at the table. My grandpa's seat's empty. Austin and Lucas stare at each other. Or Austin and Lucas stare at each other down as I make my way into the room. My mom looks at me and I look back at her. Why is he even here? Austin doesn't have the right to be here anymore, so as far as I'm concerned, he can just leave the same way he left me all those years ago. I mean, I'm grateful for what Austin did at the hospital, but what doesn't take away the hurt that I've managed to lock away until now? What are you doing here, Lucas? Your mom called me. I'm so sorry, baby. I don't answer him back. Part of me wonders why he cares now. But when I needed him a couple of days ago, he couldn't seem to help me then. So why now all of a sudden does he seem to care? I fix myself a coffee and walk outside. I just need the fresh air and to get out of that kitchen. Okay, y'all. So chapter one has so much in it from the get-go. Like, what happened? Why in the world did Austin decide to leave? Poor Gracie. I mean, who just Lord, who wants a man who's not even gonna, take the time off to come and sit with you at the hospital? I mean, you've committed so much of your life already to this guy, and he's like, no, I can't make this 15-hour trip, but be safe. Hope you don't get, kidnapped or anything. Um, so yeah, no, that blows my mind that he just allowed her make a 15-hour trip to go visit her grandfather, and then he has the audacity to be in the kitchen. I mean, if I was in that situation, I would think that my boyfriend would, come pile up in the bed with me as soon as he found out. He's sitting at the kitchen table with my ex talking about, I'm so sorry. Um, anyways, that was chapter one of Piece by Piece by Michelle Ramirez. Again, you can find it on Amazon. Um, Here in a couple of days, we're going to pick up with chapter two and see what we can find out. Is she going to kick Austin out of the house, or is she just going to continue to ignore him? Because, I mean, Austin's in the doghouse too. It's not just Lucas. So, yeah, check back in a couple of days and we're going to continue the stories. Once again, thank you for coming to Ruby's Bookshelf. Always remember, love me or hate me, it'll be okay. I'm simply going to continue being me. Bye, y'all.